Good evening, everyone. Today is Monday, April 24th. Here, I'm getting ready to go in for the evening. I have some packing to do, and then I have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. As you all know, I'm going to the hospital to have surgery tomorrow, and then I'll be in the hospital for a couple of days or so. And when I get home, I'm going to be pretty sore and probably won't get around too much out here for a few days. A couple, maybe a week or so. I don't know. The doctor says 6 to 8 weeks, but I don't think it's going to take me that long. I'm pretty tough. I will be out here sooner than that. But anyway, before I go, I want to take one more look at my babies. I enjoy them so much, and I know you enjoy them also. So, let's take one more look at these babies. You might not get to see them for a few more weeks, so let's go have a look. They're all growing so big. All right, first we have 3 red bucks. These are out of Ozark and I believe Nebo. And these guys, I'm almost afraid to tell you how old they are. I want to say around 8 weeks. Anyway, somewhere around there. And they're growing very nicely. And right now we've got a nice little breeze. So this one's got his belly stretched out. And this one's being a little inquisitive. And that one's got his belly stretched out. That's how bunnies cool off, is they stretch their bellies and let the wind blow across it. So they really enjoy that. So here are Ozark's 3 young bucks. And then next to the 3 bucks, we actually have a mixed litter here. These two, this one and this one, are Ozark's 2 does, and they're doing very well. And the one in the back, you can tell she's, a couple weeks older, but that is Madison's last doe that's remaining here. She's got an eye injury, and so I won't sell her, but she's here growing out, and such a lovely young lady. I hate that she has an eye injury, but that's, just the fact of life. It's how it works out sometimes. But anyway, these are Ozarks, and again, I think they're about 8, maybe even 9 weeks. I really don't know. I've lost track. And then of course Ozarks, Madison's doe back there. I do know she's 2 weeks older than Ozark's babies. So I think they're probably, she's probably 10 or 11 weeks old. So she's getting on up there. Okay, and then here, look at these guys. Are they not big? Do you know who these are? Oh, yes. He dunked his nose in the water. See his wet spot? He's sneezing the water because he dunked his nose. Anyway, do you know who these 2 boys are? Yeah? Well, a friend of mine, Wendy, likes to call them the convicts. These are, believe it or not, they're so big now. These are Avoca and Ink's litter. And this is my last litter from Ink. As you all know, Ink is gone. And so these are going to be our last ones. And they are all going to be blue carriers because they're all out of Avoca. And so I'm hoping to keep one of these 2 fellas. And then, of course, I'm keeping Cash. And eventually, Moko will go on to a new home. If one of these 2 boys turns out as a replacement for Moko, then I'll keep Cash and one of these 2 boys, if they turn out the way I hope they do. I need one of these guys to breed to possum grape.
because Cash is Possum Grape's brother, and so blue carrier and blue carrier all get half blues and half broken. Unfortunately, they are broken, so I was kind of hoping for a heavy or a black out of that litter, or not a black. I knew I wouldn't get black, yeah, but I was hoping for a heavy one. And on the bucks, I didn't end up with the heavy. And then here are Avoca and Ink's does, and look at the body on that one. Isn't she looking promising? She just looks gorgeous. I just love that one. And this one here, I love the pattern on this girl and the body. She's filling out real nice. Unfortunately, she's got just a little nose injury. If you can, let me see if I can get the camera to her. See her nose where it was bitten? See how it protrudes? I don't think that's ever going to heal, and therefore I don't think she's going to be showable. I guess perhaps that would be a judge's call. I don't know, but I'm thinking she probably won't be showable. And so she actually has a new home, but she's going to stay here with us for about another 4 weeks, and then she's going to go to Wisconsin. But a beautiful doe. She's going to make an excellent breeder, I think. If I didn't have the other two sisters, I really love this heavy pattern, and I've been trying to get one of these, and I finally get one, and I'm going to let her go because she has the nose injury. And then here's the other third one, and you know, does this little booger not look like Cash? You can tell this is Cash's half-sister. Just look at the markings, other than the face. The face is totally different, but the body markings is so similar to Cash. Just a beautiful young lady. So I'm hoping to show one or two of these girls. Next to that, right here, we have Meanness, and we just recently done the weaning video on these guys, and look at them. They have already grown so much. Just in like a week's time from when I was weaning. Unfortunately, one of these does have malclusion, so we're letting it grow out just a little bit more and watching its teeth just to make sure it can still eat. So far it can still eat, but we have to watch it closely because that bottom tooth will at some point grow into the roof of its mouth and make it to where it can no longer eat. And we don't want it to suffer like that. So we're watching it, and when it is time, then we'll go ahead and call it. But for now, we're letting it enjoy life as long as it can. And then here is Daisy's litter, her little black doe, and look at those two broken blues. I love all of my babies, I do, and I'm super excited about Avoca and Ink's litter. They're turning out beautifully, and I can't wait to show them. Meanness litter, they're going to be blue carriers. So I'm hoping, at least the black doe, I hope to keep and show. And then, and then these three fellas. And, the good chances are I'm going to keep all three of these. I need a broken blue buck. I could use a broken blue doe. And then we have this black doe. I don't know that I will keep both. We'll have Mina's little black doe that we'll watch. And then here we have Daisy's little black doe that we're going to watch because they're all blue carriers. And I need to grow them out, show them, see how well they show. So these three, they're probably going to stick around for a while. Now I know I can't keep all these babies, but at some point, I'm going to have to choose which ones to keep and which ones not. But I'm telling you, these three right here, I'm very excited about. So anyway, okay, these are Daisy's and here Jasper's. Are four more lovely fellas. And, again, these are all going to be blue carriers. They're out of Jasper. And someone, this little Charlie Buck here, I'm so tempted to keep him. Let's see, these guys were out of Biggers. So this guy is the grandson to Ink. And even though he's a Charlie and can't be shown, so far, you know, I've even got ink grandbabies that's doing very well on the show tables. I'm half tempted to keep this fella as a replacement for ink. I've just had so much luck with Ink's babies and grandbabies, and with Charlie's, I'm half tempted to keep this fella. And then too, you know my luck with Charlie's. I'm afraid to hope. But anyway, these guys, you know, they're just gorgeous, all of them. The markings on this little broken is just fabulous, and then the markings on this one here, this fella, is fabulous also. And like I said, being Ink's grandbabies, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, showing one or two of these at least, I hope. Anyway, and then here's Bigger's 3 does, and there's, you know, this beauty right here with the half marking. I wonder if there's a town in Arkansas called Beauty, because I would love to name that girl Beauty. And you know, I don't normally name them this young. I wait and let them grow up. But man, I would love to name this young lady Beauty. Just look at the way she's filling in. She's real young. 7 weeks? I weaned them at 6 weeks, so they're about 7 weeks. And just look at the body on that little girl. I mean, she's a little young one, but so far she just looks so promising. And let's see, you know, these 2 are Ink's grandbabies. And we've already got 1 Ink grandbaby, you know, already grand champion. So, and we got another one that's already got 3 legs. They're all junior legs, so she's got to get her a big girl leg. But you know, this doe here, she will for sure be looking for a new home. And then this little lady here, you know, this. She's got a even nose marking, which I love in Charlie. She looks just like her grandpa. You know, Ink had that nose marking just exactly like that. And this girl, I'm not sure she's genetically Charlie. I think she probably will be. She does, let's see, Jasper and Biggers, so it is broken to broken. And then, you know, she does have a little bit of color on her, down her back, and even on her hips. But I'm fairly certain she's genetically going to be a Charlie, but she has enough color that she, you know, it's going to be very questionable. Alright, here we go. Here's Zion and her 2 babies. And I know I'm running this video entirely too long, but you know, I'm not going to get to see these babies for a while, and good chance neither will you, so I really want to get a good look at them one last time before I leave. And let's see, Zion, she's got the 2 blacks, and she was bred to Kirby, right? I believe so. These guys are about 3 weeks old. So they're also going to be blue carriers. I'm looking forward to watching them grow up. Okay, and then here's Everlong. Remember, guys, these are also Ink's grandbabies. And Everlong was bred to a black buck that isn't mine. Someone purchased him before I had a chance to look at him. And then I did see him, and I wished I'd gone ahead and gotten him. But by the time I seen him, he was already sold. But anyway, I'm looking forward to these guys being a pretty nice litter, being, you know, Ink babies. And look at the markings. You know, there's 3 brokens. Here we go. Look at that nose. See? Isn't that beautiful? And then here's another broken. Look at that. Beautiful. Nice markings. Nice and even. And then here's one that's, whoops, sorry, I had to get a grip on it. Here's one, it's lightly marked, but evenly, and just, these 3 brokens are just beautiful. And then we have the 4 black. And you know, I only have 2 black does. So, you know, I'm out of all these blacks I've got, I usually don't have this many blacks. You know, I'm looking to keep 1 or 2 of the does. Right, and then here we have Memphis and her last litter. These young ones are starting to become more active. I was worried about them for so long because they were always just so lethargic. But now they're becoming pretty active, and you know, she's got this one little runt right here that I don't think it's going to survive. It seems weak, and it's definitely, look at that, lots smaller than these two. So I'm just not sure that one's going to survive. But we have these 2 heavy brokens, real beautiful, growing nicely, getting big pretty fast. And, you know, again, since I let Madison's booted doe go, I'm hoping one of these 2 is a doe, and being out of Memphis, they're going to be, you know, large babies. Bazooka Joe and Memphis, they're going to make big babies, so I'd consider keeping one of these. This poor litter right here gets neglected so bad. This is Nellie's litter, and you know, I'm always forgetting these guys. She's got the 3 black, the 1 broken who's just precious, and then, you know, we have that white buck back there. Very tempting to keep this fella. I probably will watch him and see how he grows out. You know, maybe show him, and then when I'm done showing, you know, find him a new home. But I don't know, just wait and see how he turns out, and if he turns out nicely, we'll decide what to do with him. Alright, and here we are to our youngest babies, the youngest of all, and this right here is Blue Sky, and you know, I'm so excited about this litter. She was a first-time mom, and she had 4 kits, and 2 of these are blue. We have the 1 black, and then look how big these blues are getting to be. Very big, very nice. There's the other blue one. And then she has this very pretty, well-marked broken. And all 4 of these guys are just growing up nicely and looking good. Alright, and then here we have the Queen and her very first litter. And this girl has just amazed me. First time mom, she kindled 9 kits. And here they are, you know, a week old now. And let's take a look. Let's see how she's doing. You know, let's take a look at this nice old litter. You know, here we go. We're going to start right back here. There's a beautiful big chunky black. And then here's a broken black. The big old wiggler there. And then look at the belly on this one. He's a chunk. Another beautiful broken black. Just look at the litter. I mean, the markings on this litter is just amazing. And then there's another black. And another black. Whoops, this broken's trying to hide from us. Look at this. Look at the markings. Is that unique and beautiful? Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, and fat and chunky. And then here's the last broken. And you know, another just beautiful. Evenly marked, you know, almost identical from one side to the next. And then here's a black. And look how chunky that booger is. And then I don't know if this is the last one or if this one got away from me and I'm showing you again, but here's another black. There we go. You know, she kindled 9, and usually first time mom, if they kindle that many, they just don't make enough milk to raise all 9 of them. Not very often on a first litter, but this girl's amazing. Okay, and then here we have Hoxie hiding behind the box. Oh, there she is. And she has a litter of 8. She had 1 on the wire, and I'm afraid a couple of these might not make it, and sad too, because one of them is just beautiful. We have this little broken one right here. Oh, let's get the hay off of its face. Look at the face. Really pretty. Beautiful marking. And then, whoops, we have another beautiful mark broken here. Alright, they're getting away from me. Alright, now this one is another beautiful one, but as you can see, it's pretty thin and wrinkly. I'm not sure it will survive. So far, it's not looking promising. They keep getting mixed up here. There we go. Now, we have another broken in here. There it is. There's the booted, a heavy broken. Looking good. Alright, and then now we have some solid reds. That one's looking good. Now this one, you know, this one's pretty tiny. This one's even smaller than the broken. I don't think it's grown any at all. And it's shriveling up. I don't think it's going to survive. In fact, it's looking pretty weak to now. This morning I checked and it wasn't weak, but now it seems weak. There's the heavy broken again. There's a beautiful red. And there's another beautiful red. Anyway, she's got her 8, 4 broken and 4 red. And I think she's going to lose one of the reds. That's almost assured. And then I think she'll probably lose one of the brokens maybe. So anyway, that's it. That's how the babies are doing. And hopefully when I come back in a few weeks, they're going to be all big, fat, and sassy, and you'll see how they're growing. For you know, the baby update. That's what we've got going on. That's what's growing out, and you know, I'm going to be out of commission for a little while. So when they come back, the next time you see these fellas, they're going to be bigger and older, and you know, looking even bigger, looking even better than they do today. So anyway, look forward to that. I'll certainly look forward to seeing them again myself. And until then, as always, thank you very much for watching, and God bless.